Why, hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We stand here in Majula with 92,338 souls and a final boss named Nashandra to defeat. I thought we'd go check up here. A couple of you noticed I stopped posting the death counter, and to be perfectly honest, I was away, and it was very hard for me to access Photoshop and stuff when I wasn't at home, and that's kind of why it stopped. It became just a tricky mess. Anyways, I'm sorry it disappeared. Let's check where I'm at. 974, that's a boatload of deaths worldwide. Where do I see my deaths? Do I talk to this guy or is it on the other side? I'm trying to remember. I think this is it, right? What's the thing about... Where does it show my deaths? Isn't there someone that tells me? Is it this guy?
Quite a...
Maybe it's not. I thought someone told me.
It is.
Thanks for the soul vessel. Why did I think he told me? Where... I thought there was somewhere where you could read your own total death count. And sure enough, there is, and all I had to do was yank the cord out of the back of my system so I could go offline, and we see that I have 110 deaths. That's not that bad, but now you know what the count is at. A handful of you in the comments were talking about a very cool dragon greatsword that I could get from trading in the ancient dragon soul, but I can't do that with Strayed. It has to be with Ornifex, who I haven't even moved around yet, or access, so I thought we would do that after Nashandra. Also, a lot of talk in the comments about if I'm going to do some of the optional bosses. Now, I don't think I'll do all of them, but I definitely want to tackle a few, so we'll do that after Nashandra as well. Kind of like some bonusy episodes, I think. Not sure, like I said, that we'll get to everyone, but I do hope to get to some of them and face off against those foes, so that will be coming your way even after we quote-unquote beat the game. Don't you worry. Give me more vigor, I guess. I don't know, that sounds good with me. Let's go face off against the Queen. Darkest night, darkest dream. Can I level up any more of my armors or anything? Just for a little bit of extra protection before we, go into this battle royale brouhaha extraordinaire. It's all twinkling, isn't it? Is the Drangleic home? Where's the Drangleic home? I don't remember what it looked like. I'm guessing it's down here, actually. Drangleic mail, that all requires Twinkling Titanite. So, cannot do Claymore. I only have shards, not going to be of much use. What about the Drangleic sword? Where is it? Oh, that requires Twinkling Titanite. Anyways, okay, whatever. I like my sword. I understand it's not the best weapon in the game. I understand there could be things better. But you know what? I really like it. I really like it. I'm quite happy with it, and so I'm just going to roll with it for right now. She's out of those, which stinks. Whatever, let's just cash this in so we never need to buy these again. 20,000 of them! You're so kindly welcome, old woman. And then quickly, let's go run up here. Ta-da!
I'm always here.
Good, you're always here. We'll come see you someday. Alright. Let's, I only have 3 of these left. She's out of them, so... I have 99 life jumps, which is hilarious. But let's travel our way. No, not you. I didn't want to talk to you. I want to freaking travel. All the way down. Wait, it's at Drangleic Castle, right? This one. King's Gate. We'll go to the King's Gate, because that's what the King's Gate is, and then we'll get ourselves off to Nashandra, and hopefully take her down. Now I have a special treat for all of you when we get to the boss, so we'll wait for that when the time comes. This has been an epic series, and like I said, just beating Nashandra, if we are able to do it this episode, does not mean the end of the series. It just merely means the end of the quote main line. Oh, wrong way. Main line of boss lineage, but I am going to tackle, like I said, at least a few of the other bosses. No promises as to which or how many, but I'm going to go after some that seem interesting to me, because I like this game a lot, and I don't want to see it end so abruptly. Now, there were 1 or 2 of you that mentioned putting on a different ring to fight the cursedness of this end boss. Do I even have it? Ring of Binding? Okay, let's wear that. And then I want to wear the Chloranthy ring as well because it's the stamina regen, which I love having. So what should we get rid of? That increases everything. It's pretty important. I guess I could get rid of my attunement spells. How much does this raise it though? I wonder. Like, let's just go in without it. I'll take one of the herbs and see if that can be a okay replacement. I'm guessing she will not be poisoned, but she might be able to be flamed, perhaps. All right, so we'll walk down this path, and the mist gate is still, the fog gate is still in the same place, but you don't have to fight against the two throne hooligans again, that elderly couple that ended up not being that challenging. I think it was a pretty cool boss fight. I liked it, and I can understand why they wouldn't want to make it too grueling because it is back to back with Nashandra. So there's that, but it wasn't so bad. So evil demon of the night, queen of Wigwam Plight is behind here, but my special treat is that guess what we're gonna beat Nashandra with? Dragon Rider's bow. Let's go in and get it. I've heard if we stand back, we can just fire away and win the game. No, just kidding, guys. I would never do that to you. Psych. Some of you probably already turned off the video, though. Like, ghost, gosh darn it! Alright. I hate this curse thing. Why is it... It's kind of terrible, isn't it? Oh, God. This curse thing is getting me sad. Back up, boy! Oh, God. And I've been punished. Alright, so... How am I gonna avoid those... I cannot walk into those orbs. I'm just not gonna lock on to her. That was insanely quick. Wow. I thought we were gonna have a good run at it. So it seems like her damaging me isn't gonna probably be the problem. It's gonna be getting cursed epically quickly. Do I have anything to counter that? These divine blessings that fully restore everything. Anything? Blah. No, nothing that's... None of my rings... Whoops. None of my rings are curse reduction. I have the Ring of Binding, which... apparently helps a little, maybe? But nothing that's totally reducing cursing. I guess I just can't go by her stupid... Wow, look how low... Oh, that's the wrong room again. That cursingness is terrible, and now I have to re-equip this. Why am I why did I just lose HP? Oh, because I took off the Ring of Binding. That's why. It's absolutely absurd. I only have 2 humanity left, too. Ka-chowie! I guess I could put on these divine blessings that fully restore and cure all status. You think I should flame swathe her from the beginning? I don't know. Maybe? She seems like she would burn easily. She's an evil queen. Made of bones and dark. Maybe we can take her out like that. Yeah, because her beam attack and her scythe are pretty easy to defend. It does a lot of damage, but if I'm careful and don't get too greedy with the attacks, I could defend all that. It's just those stupid curse columns that are annoying the heck out of me. Let's see what we can do here. And we'll use this, just one of them for the heck of it. Charge up. I have no more lightning resin. Let's put fire on our sword. Sweet mother of pearl. Does nothing to her? Cool. It's good to know. Why am I getting cursed when I'm right here? Wow. Why am I getting cursed? Why? What am I doing? Okay, that's a divine blessing. Shoot, holy cow. This is stupid. What in the world? Alright, a new strategy this time. New strategy du jour. Summon your stupid curse orbs. Hey, kill it! What? Oh my. Alright, let's see if we can do a little better. Not get attacked by her stupid cursed donkey orbs. Don't make too many of them. Okay, cool. Just those. Okay. I don't like them at all. Oh, evil beam. Beam soup. Ah! 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 Back up. Back up. Back up. I'm not trying to be cursed. I'm not even close. I'm not even close to the curse orb. Stop cursing me. Beam attack. Holy beam. Alright. Back the heck away. Nope. Alrighty, alrighty. Evil Dark Queen Lord Wormsquirm, get out of town. Let's see what we can do. This quiet piano music. Even though she's anything but freaking quiet. Dark Orbs of Doom. Why so many, girl? Whoa! Holy beef soup. Can I kill these things? I thought we were supposed to be able to kill these things. There we go. Finally. Let's get rid of these stupid beam. Get out of here. Now I've created an opening. Okay. Beam time. Beam me up. No, 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 no. I don't like that. I don't want to be cursed. Beam. Use the beam. Holy beam. Yes. Run away. Beam it up. Beam it up. Let's go. Beam time. Yes. Wait, that's not a beam. You're making more orbs. You goon. Oh, God. You're going to swipe me. Oh, craparella. I'm going to die from cursing if I don't heal. Alright, so let's see if I can patiently manage this. And And somehow take her out. Please, less curse orbs here. I can't fall off this place, can I? No, okay, good. Stupid curse orbs everywhere. Thanks for putting them everywhere. You're a big ugly bear. Curse orbs used to. Oh god, wrong way. We win. I'm cursed continuously and forever. Just consistently and eternally cursed. Oh, yes. Beam me up, curse girl. What is with this? Now I thought I dodged that, and now I'm just about dead. And I'm dead. Come on. Come on. Just summon a few of those stupid orbs, not a bunch of them. This is your throne room. You don't want to dirty it up. Don't muck it up. Ah! Apparently you can fall off. Okay, we're back for more. Back for more. Back for more. And you can't fall off over here. Just like one curse orb, please. One. Okay, fine. 4. Almost as good as 1. Only cursed like 10 trillion times. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Ah, giant beam attack. Hey, I got rid of 1. I got rid of 1. I have 1 curse orb gone. I'm the hero of time. It's like freaking Legend of Zelda. Look at that. 2! I get rid of 2 curse orbs. Okay. Beam me up. No. No, why you do that? Don't do that. Ah! Your big ugly butt is mine. I'm inside you. Curse mama. Drink my own. Ooh, what's this? More curse orbs. Cool. Hey, that's a curse orb. Run! No! I moved. Drink 2 of them. Ah, haha, this is my best time yet. Go for a run. Run! Whoa, girl. Don't do me like that. Oh, God. Let's just twirl around for a long time. Do you want to please do your beam attack? That's the one I love. Beam! Ow, that's not a beam. It's not a beam attack. I don't think you understand what I'm asking of you. Good, summon more curse orbs, because I love those. You know I do, you big ugly jerk. Oh yeah. No! Whew! Okay, Nashandra. ugly, fat jerk. Ouch. Back up. Okay. More curse orbs, really? No! That's a scary attack. Okay. No! I hate that one. Oh my god, I might beat her here. I'm careful. More curse ups. I don't care. I'm gonna kill you right here. You're done. The game is over. At least the main quest. No, not yet. One more. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna quit yet. I'm just kidding. Come on! Come on! Yes! Hallelujah! Oh my yes! You stupid old dark dumb lady. Oh gosh. Whoa. Let's just use some life gems to thank our lovely body for cooperating so well. Goodness. Who are those people? They're some of the tree giants? Are they all coming to be my soldiers now? Are they serving me? I am the new emperor of this land. Obey me and my souls as you form a bridge unto... I don't know where.
Who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
That's a big throne.
Great sovereign, take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
King of the world. And now the chamber's closing? So he just sits there? What kind of lame kingship is that? I don't want to rule that dome. What is this? Igloo souls? What the heck? Why did they encase myself in there? Why did they do it? The credits roll. I'm stuck inside that giant igloo made of sand? Or something? Green sand? Emerald sand? The emerald sand glue is where I will live and ride. That's the main line of the game. Like I said, we'll come back and do some more stuff, so it's not officially over. But just to give my, I was going to say 2 cents, but more like 10 cents on this game, I think it's fantastic. I think Dark Souls is such a brave and bold move in the current era of gaming. It's a game that takes the risk of being incredibly difficult, incredibly off-putting at first, incredibly player-driven, right? There's not a lot of hand-holding. There's virtually no guiding. It's something that is discovered and uncovered and beaten as a community in many, many ways based on people figuring things out, learning about the stat systems. In some ways, that's incredibly dense. I feel like when There are moments where Dark Souls beats you by surprise, sort of like, oh, you walk in here and you're instantly poisoned, or oh, you go in this dark room and get shot by these, arrows. Like, those deaths aren't necessarily fun. The ones that are unpredictable. I guess they add a little bit of variety, but I think Dark Souls 2 is at its best when you're facing off against an enemy. You can see an enemy that you're aware of, and you just go to battle. And that combat, that stress, that intensity, that feeling of victory is the true achievement of this game, because there's no sense of accomplishment greater than doing something yourself in Dark Souls. You don't get that sense when you pour bullet after bullet into a boss in a first-person shooter. You don't get that sense when you mash and mash away in many brawling-type games. But here it feels like such an extreme accomplishment every time you defeat a boss, or at least most of the bosses. And I love when Dark Souls presents its hand and says, here's what you have to face against, here's what you have to deal with, now deal with it. And it may be incredibly challenging, it may be a huge spike in the difficulty curve, but I love that. I love that feeling of challenge. And I thought that this game perhaps had less... I don't know, it's hard to say, because some people have said that Dark Souls 2 is easier than Dark Souls 1, but I wonder how much of that is because we've already all played Dark Souls 1. But I think in all, I'd have to say I struggled less with Dark Souls 2. Whether that's because of my past experience with Dark Souls 1, or because this is an easier game, I'm not fully sure, but I will definitely say that I found this game more manageable than Dark Souls 1. I also think it was a more exciting journey in a lot of ways. It was more tightly tied while still being loose, if that makes sense. I didn't have a hated area, like the gutter and stuff. I actually thought that was a cool area. I didn't hate it like I hated Blighttown. I thought the performance of the game was a little bit crisper. There were still drops of frames and drops of audio, but there wasn't that massive slowdown that we experienced in some moments of Dark Souls 1. I still don't like the moments where I feel like Dark Souls completely takes you by surprise, where you open a chest and it's like, oh, out comes this, crossbow that's firing arrows in every direction, and you get killed unfairly and have to redo, half an hour of your life. That's not very fun, but those moments aren't very frequent, so I'll give them a pass. It is very fun, though, to go and face off against all these different foes. I like the enemy variety. I thought there was a good amount of it. It wasn't just humans all around. I think I would have liked a bigger build-up to the end. They kind of reverse did the Dark Souls 1 thing. Dark Souls 1, you fight all these bosses and then get to the final 4 bosses and then go take on the final boss. Here, you do the 4 in the beginning, then this awkward gathering of kind of equipment, the King's Ring and the dragon stuff and the giant souls and blah, blah, blah. It seemed to be a little bit disjointed as we move towards the end. Now, I'm sure there are some people that will argue, hey, this fits in line with the story, the lore, it all makes sense, perfect, great, that's fine. If that's true, that's okay. I'm not really a huge fan of the lore in this game. I'm more like the mechanics and the world and the way that the game plays. But I just felt, from that standpoint, there was a little bit of a letdown when it came to the end. Like, the Throne Watcher and Throne Defender weren't really anything to revel at, and Nashandra herself was kind of simplistic. There wasn't a whole lot of spectacle. To be honest, I thought that the king at the end of Dark Souls 1 was a far more challenging and far more intense boss. He was basically like a super fast, super strong version of yourself, and it felt like an interesting and intriguing battle. Here, you're just facing off against this big old muck monster that, you just get up close and attack. It took me a lot of tries because of the curse orbs, but I felt like that was more of a added difficulty rather than making the boss itself challenging. Take out those curse orbs, the boss itself is pretty lame, to be honest, in my opinion, of the final boss. But I definitely had a lot of great moments. If I think back, there are so many things that I will remember about Dark Souls 2, and I think I can say that about Dark Souls 1 as well, that there are games that, even if it's not a story point, like, oh my god, that's when the princess died, or that's when Bowser, it's not like that per se, but there's so many memorable moments of, I still remember, going through Blighttown. I still remember the victory when I beat the Capra Demon in Dark Souls 1. I remember when I first beat the Gargoyle, how amazing and epic that felt. I remember when I first beat the Tauros Demon, how epic that felt. I can, in my mind's eye, picture myself fighting against the Butchers as you make your way to Blighttown. Picture myself fighting against the Havel's Knights, and picture myself fighting against, a lot of these bosses throughout the game and running through the areas. I will say something that has stuck out to me of both Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, now upon completion of both games, is that the first half of Dark Souls and the first half of Dark Souls 2, to me, are far more exciting and engaging than the second half, because you become so strong, have so much health, have so many options, so much at your disposal. I feel like you can kind of increase your speed of progression by a lot. I like when Dark Souls is more of a methodical game, and perhaps you can play it that way if you carve out a play style in that fashion, but for the curve of the game, the way that they have it set, the first half to me seems much more intense than the second half. And I'm not sure there's a way around that unless you just dramatically increase the power of the enemies, in which case you would make it feel like you were never leveling up. So I understand having you level up and get stronger and thereby maybe step above the difficulty curve at some point in the game. They want you to feel like you have made progress, and that's cool. But I just feel like the opening moments are stronger in that they can more dictate the pacing of the game, and that's something I really like. You only get 90,000 for the final boss? Interesting. I'm going to run out here so we don't have this music obstructing my talk. I think I'm going to make another video talking about Dark Souls 1 and 2, comparing them, giving my full review and stuff like that, because I've got a lot I want to say, and I kind of want to think about my thoughts. Right off the bat, though, I'll tell you that this is going to be definitely up there for Game of the Year for me. It's one of the best. I love what they do mechanically. I think it's such a sound and strong combat game. I wish more games were of this vein, where it was a very hands-on controller experience. There's almost nothing automated, right? Like, you press the buttons, your guy swings. You cast all of your spells. You queue up all of your items. It's very procedural and very methodical and very, like, controller-based gaming. There's not a lot of, like, call in the airstrike or, fire the super cannon or, run over here and press A to do this. It feels like your actions, your skill, your fingers are the ones controlling this experience from start to finish, and I love that. I love that they hardly ever, except for a few boss cutscenes, take control away from you. Anyways, there's a lot more I could say. The game is fantastic. I'll give a full review, and we'll come back and do a few of these optional bosses and make it a good time. But I would like to say thank you so much for joining me on this epic adventure. If you are here from Dark Souls 1, that's amazing that you stuck it out of 2 long series with me. I'm proud to say that I didn't quit this game once. I played it all the way through. I beat every single boss that I fought in this walkthrough solo. No summons whatsoever. Dark Souls 1, I had a couple summons. Here, 0. And I'm very proud of that fact. Whether you think I'm the best player or the worst player, or somewhere in between, that's okay. But I am proud of myself that I finished the main line of the game, that I used the weapons I wanted, that I did not respect my character to make it easier, and that I fought every boss alone by myself and defeated them with my own 2 hands. Guys and girls, thanks for joining. This has been an epic series. Hit that like button if you got any bit of enjoyment out of this walkthrough, playthrough, let's play, fun fest extraordinaire. Dark Souls 2 is a great game, and we'll play some more of it in an epilogue fashion, as well as a review. Until that time, though, thanks again. Nashandra is gone. We apparently broke out of our emerald igloo, and now we're here. Return to the world as Ghost Robo, heir to the throne, king of Majula. What a game. Thanks again. Drink some hot chocolate, and we will see you all. Before you go, let me know your favorite memory of this walkthrough in the comments below. If you have a moment that you enjoyed a lot, or a point where I was so frustrated you just couldn't help but laugh, let me know in the comments below. I'll be curious to read through and see what you guys enjoyed most throughout our 70-some-odd episodes and a boatload of hours. That would be fun. So until next time, drink some hot chocolate, and we will see you all later.